said, Bubble Man and Woodman are pretty... Well, Bubble Man is definitely weak to Metal Man.
I know Bubble Man is weak.
Woodman also takes quite a bit of damage from Metal Man. I don't remember offhand how much more.
I think,
but
the thing is, he's weak to Heat Man.
He's weak to Heat Man, but he's also weak to Metal Blades. I know that.
Metal Blades can do significant damage. So, I'm gonna...
Yeah, like I said, well, with all the Robot Masters, actually, there are certain... There's actually, if I remember correctly, there's like a Pokemon-esque type of
by the way,
weakness chart where each...
I hate this weapon only because you can't stop it using it.
Yeah. That's why I usually save like stuff like the Flashman weapon for like when you go against Quickman.
Yeah, but he's also weak to Crash Bombs, but you gotta be pretty good with your aim.
Yeah, and Crash Bombs specifically, I hate that fucking weapon.
Yeah, you gotta really...
And we'll get to the major problem I have with it later.
Well, if I could spoil it. Well, we'll get to it when we get to it, I guess.
Yeah, well, when we actually get the weapon itself, at least.
For this.
But it's actually a two-part reason. But part one we can say when we get the weapon. Part two we'll say for when we get to the Wily Fortress.
Yeah.
Which will emphasize part one.
I'm just gonna try and shoot from here because I don't want to get hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, and also, like, I probably should have mentioned this, but Metal Blades is the only weapon, at least in the Classic series that I'm aware of, that can shoot in 8 directions.
Yeah. Well, I got a lot of lives, so I don't really feel too...
I mean, granted, the quick boomerangs, like I said earlier, aren't as, directionally versatile as the Metal Blades, but ammo efficiency makes up for that, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the fact of the matter is, like, the ammo you get, like, you get more... I swear, it's like, you get a lot of what burns you back when you kill enemies, like...
Yeah. Well, specifically for the Metal Blades and the quick boomerangs, since their efficiency is god tier. Because of, how much is actually used for every one of the actual things being shown on screen. See, like, the Metal Blades, it only takes up, like, maybe 1 bar.
Not even. I think
not
it's
even.
2, like,
whereas the quick boomerangs, you can get out 5 of those things with 1 bar. And I think Metal Blades is, like, 2 or 3.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3, but...
Yeah.
You can manage to kill, like, 1 shot most things with it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is pretty goddamn broken.
Like, and that's kind of the reason why I don't really like this as much as most people would.
I mean, I like it because of how much was improved from the original. Like,
yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, but I just think...
You think the major reason is because of how broken the Metal Blades is?
It's not even just that, it's just like, yeah, Metal Blades specifically, and it's like, I have all these other weapons that are good, but it's like, you have Metal Blades that pretty much just shred through damn near everything, so it's just kind of...
You feel like the other weapons are kind of pointless.
Yeah,
in
they're
comparison.
so obsolete, and...
Well, in comparison,
it's also not really fair. And also, the bullshit that is, like, having to have certain weapons in order to deal with it. We'll get to that, my other complaint later. Also, there are these bird enemies. I recommend you actually wait for them to drop their egg.
Yeah, because you'll get more killed in the process, which each enemy will have a chance to drop items.
Like so.
And each bird that comes out of the egg counts as individual enemies. So you can easily farm.
You can farm yourself back up if you need to.
Yes.
So, I'm going to do that because my HP's a little bit low and I don't want to...
You don't want to use an energy tank.
I love that. Come on.
Alright. Of course. I'd say one more and then just say screw it and just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at this point you're wasting more time just trying to get health when you're probably going to lose it anyway to the boss.
Yeah. I mean, we do get a checkpoint, thankfully.
Yeah, like I said, once you get to the boss hallway, that is a checkpoint. Just like in the first game, but unlike the first game, there's no bullshit in there to prevent you from getting to the boss from the hallway. even at low health.
I threw 6 blades out. I think that only took up like what, 1 block.
Maybe.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
No, I think it's because you also collected a weapon energy refill as you were setting out the fourth of the first 6. So that probably looked like why. Because I know it's like
3. Jump up.
Because I saw your weapon energy refilled after the 3rd one.
Well, anyways, the point of the matter is...
Yeah.
Rooster just ran off screen.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just see something. Yeah, I still have some decent, energies. Oh, where am I going?
Yes.
Oh, goddammit, I gotta go all the way back from here. Jesus Christ.
Well, at least it's not going back all the way to the beginning. There's at least that.
It's still annoying, but that... At least I don't have to worry about my HP anymore, so I just bum rush it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You know.
you can still be conservative. It's just, you know, like, you don't have to...
I have metal blades.
Yeah.
Conservative isn't really a thing.
Well, even still, like, it... Well, I mean conservative in terms of your health and how much you're actually being reckless.
I wasn't talking about my health, I was talking about my weapons.
I know, but I was saying conservative in terms of health. Like, in terms of weapons, go nuts. I don't care.
I swear, each one of these weapons, I swear, like, all the...
Well, I'd say, like, most, if not all the weapons in this game are actually useful.
Yeah, they are.
Like, outside of just, oh, it happens to be the weakness of this boss. Yay.
The only one I really don't like, though, is, which, Leaf
The
Shield.
Leaf Shield? I found some uses for it.
I mean, I found uses for it as well, but I still hate it. Because...
I mean, I would say it's probably in, like, the bottom 4 of my weapons of choice. But I'd say it's, like, high in that bottom 4.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I think Time Stopper is also kind of worthless as well.
Yeah, Time Stopper and Crash Bomber I find it to be the most useless in terms of weapon usage.
Yeah.
Well, actually more like versatility, but Crash Bomber I only use like outside of the boss fights that it's needed to get like certain secrets. Whereas Time Stopper I only use as for, well, the weakness of whatever thing I face is. But like all the other weapons, you know, I found uses for them even as weapons.
Well, next up, it's gonna be Airman.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's another one of the bottom 4 that I say, because I usually use that just for certain platforms that you need to use it for in the Wily Fortresses.
For what, Airman?
Or maybe, no, I'm thinking of a different wind weapon now I think about it. I'm thinking of Nines, the Tornado Hold.
I don't mind that, that's actually, because it's a pretty good screen mode.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot Airman's weapon for a second.
The Tornado Shear or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like that either.
I mean...
It's good for, what's his face, Crash Man, but that's about it. I mean...
Like I said, bottom 4. But like I said...
This is the reason why I hate Leaf Shield, though. Find it. There we go. Congratulations, you got a shield. Wait.
What?
Oh, wait. There. Perfect. Good shield, right? Yeah. Move! And it moves out of the way. What the fuck? I hate that. That's why I love the, freaking, dual shield in Mega Man 9.
Yeah, well, granted, it's the first of the shield weapons, so there's obviously going to be problems. But if it's like one of those like the best spot I say to use the Leaf Shield is when you're in the Wily Fortress and there's like an enemy spawn point that obviously constantly spawns enemies.
Like this?
Yeah, and just sit there and just grind for like weapon and health energy. So that way you can just make the rest of the game a goddamn joke. Oh, that was close. See, like, even on those platforms, you
You
can
can actually see.
Yeah, like even on these platforms, because you're standing still most of the time, like Leaf Shield's actually pretty good to get rid of those enemies. See, like, not many people actually think to use any weapon aside from the metal blades because, you know, they never experimented with them outside because they hear how much metal blades is so goddamn broken, even when, you know, even people who haven't played this game know how broken metal blades is. But like I said, I found some utility for most of these weapons outside of just, you know, using them as the boss weaknesses. And I think it doesn't get any more versatile than this game.
I'm actually going to see if I can make use of this.
Well, then again, you know, 9 may be a contender.
I think 9 has some pretty good weapons, though.
Yeah, like I said, 9 is a close contender, but I think, too, in terms of versatility, no other game has as many versatile weapons as this game.
I think it's only because, like, these weapons are broken, that's the reason why I hate it, because otherwise, like I said, I think 9 has the best weapon lineup, only because I think all the weapons are fair.
Yeah.
But because, like, some of the weapons are more broken than others, it's just kind of like... Yeah.
Well, I mean, Metal Blaze is the only real broken one, but even still...
Then you have quick boomerangs, you can also replenish your, like, ammo count as well.
Yeah,
so...
well, then again...
It makes sense, though, don't be wrong, but that's still kind of a broken thing.
Yeah, it is broken, but this is the type of good broken where, especially given like, think of it this way: with Quick Boomerang, since it's the weakness of one of the Wily Fortress bosses, you're actually gonna want the things to replenish your ammo count when it comes back to you. Especially given the gimmick for that boss.
Oh goddamn! I just realized that was a lot.
Yeah, you did waste quite a bit of one man's weapon, but then again, like I said, I found it more useful when you're at the spawn points, not so much like when you're constantly moving. You know, I know we've talked about this in the previous Mega Man game, but would you have liked, I don't know if have I asked this question, but we've talked about Powered Up quite a bit in Mega Man 1.
Yeah.
Would you have liked to see any other classic Mega Man game get a similar treatment? If it was ever possible.
Part of me wants to say maybe.
Like where they
classic lineup? That's kind of tough to say.
Well, I mean, I would have asked if like a similar treatment to Maverick Hunter X if I was talking about the X series, but since Powered Up,
I would actually like maybe X2 maybe or X3.
Well, that would be like the Maverick Hunter X treatment.
Yeah.
Whereas Powered Up is more like.
I would be kind of interested to see what they do with Well, I know it's not gonna happen. Maybe with Mega Man Legends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to see if there was like if there's gonna be like a possible remake if they ever decide to do that.
Yeah, because I know Mega Man Legends was canceled, but that you could like maybe remake Mega Man Legends.
Like maybe
any reinvigorate interest in the series.
Yeah, like maybe reuse the unused assets you were gonna plan for Legends 3 and like make a remake of Legends 1.
Yeah.
Like I would be down for that.
Yeah, because I'm not really sure how many people were really into the idea of Legends, but now with like the addition of all kinds of new controllers and whatnot with the analog stick and analog control and new camera control for most games, can't really say from all. I'm looking at you, Sonic, that's beside the point.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I would like to see like a remake of the Mega Man Legends series just to see if anyone reinvigorate interest and maybe possibly bring back Legends 3 to life. No,
in like some capacity at least, because I highly doubt they'll ever bring it back as it was going to be anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to be a different IP, then I don't really mind that. It's just reinvigorate some interest, maybe.
Like at least utilize the assets you already made for it.
Yeah, because there's still potential for it.
Yeah. And hell, if the petition was anything, it shows that fans were interested.
Yeah. Anyways, we also got item 2 as well, so now we got the item that we're actually going to need to actually take care of one stage in particular. not gonna say which one until we get there, but for right now, we kind of free to pretty much do whatever we want in terms of which boss we want to fight, so I'm gonna go to the Bowman.
Alright, we've been at this for 28 minutes. Like, you can keep going. It's just, I'll have MJ split this up.
Yeah,
whatever
you'll
he
probably
feels.
split up there, so.
Like, well, I mean, split it up at what he sees fit, because 3 of them you took out in, like, less than 20 minutes.
Like I said, I'd like to say I'm pretty good at Mega Man.
Yeah, but whereas, you know, that last stage, the Airman stage, boss included, took you pretty much 8 minutes alone.
Didn't realize I was that good. Then again, maybe it's just me playing cash. I'm not sure.
Well, then again, Airman stage in itself is kind of a dickish thing. So I don't.
Was that the longest one?
That was the longest one so far.
Huh.
Like I said, the first 3 you did were done in less than 20 minutes. Bosses included.
I'm trying to average that out. That's like 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, because the first 2 I saw, it was like you weren't even at 13 minutes when you finished the first 2.
Anyways, the introduction of underwater stages. I don't remember if
The spikes are it's the death, I remember.
Yep. I'll jump into them. Anglerfish.
Yep.
Remember them?
Yeah. Quick boomerangs make short work of this enemy, I remember.
Yeah.
But so do Metal Blades, but then again, you know.
Metal Blades, love Metal Blades, right? Good idea.
Yeah, but like I said, quick boomerang, because of how like much is thrown out in one ammo count, I think it's actually better to deal with those types of enemies. Like
Yeah,
those,
because of how fast they come out.
Yeah.
Because yeah, was it Metal Blades shoots out 3? I think Quick Boomerangs comes out in like spurts of 5.
That's why I said I think it's spurts of 5 for every 1 ammo count.
Yeah.
And each one you get back from catching it counts as 1 full ammo count. So in a way, I would say Quick Boomerangs is definitely the most efficient of them all. I mean, of course, the damage output isn't, you know, makes it so that it's not as broken, but it's still efficient enough where it might as well be on par with the Metal Blades. Not necessarily the successor or outright equal, but on a similar level.
Yeah, I'm standing like right in the edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the spike's right there, and yeah.
And there we go. Crabs!
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Usually this stage gives me a lot of crap only because I always seem to have problems with like the waterfall platforms.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, well, that's like an early beginner's trap thing.
Yeah.
Which, the stage itself only took you 3 minutes.
And this guy will take even less time. Look.
Yeah, in fact, he's already dead.
Yeah.
In fact, that was like 5 seconds.
Like I said, Bubble Man is really easy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can also see why you prefer the X series, because the boss battles are actually more intricate, interesting and like more fleshed out.
Yeah, there's a little more like yeah, I guess part of it is also because like the SNES series, like it started on the SNES, so it did kind of had like a lot of backbone to go off of in terms of like creating really good boss patterns and all that.
Yeah.
And X is really mobile. Like he has a lot of mobility.
Yeah, but even the bosses themselves, it's not like it's over in like 5 to 10 seconds like we just saw with Bubble Man, but.
And again, they do have like animations for when they get hurt and whatnot, so it's not like you can kill them in like 5 seconds anyway.
Yeah.
That's another reason why.
Well, even the classic series, there's like stun animations, but they're very brief. They might as well not have any animations.
The only ones I remember even having any animations were 7 and 8. Ironically enough, oh yeah, and base. Ironically enough, the ones that didn't have 8 bits in them.
Yeah, well, even still, like there are some bosses like in the 8-bit games that have stun animations. It's just it's so brief, like they might as well not have any.
Well, I might as well see him again because I don't remember any, but I might as well.
It's like a blink of an eye thing where you see it. If you so much as blink, you might have missed the entire thing.